If we gotta go kill something else, we gotta go kill something else.
Do you not think that we should rest before we just go into another room?
Yeah. I can't argue with that. I'll take watch.
I'll take watch with you because I kind of wanted to talk to you about some stuff. The way you reacted to Augustus and his student, it just made me... Well, first of all, I don't think you're wrong. I think that some of this does have to do with them, especially after the doors. I know that the life well water is also connected to all of this because, I mean, we came down here and there's a big pool of it over there. It has to do with the void. And I also know that it has to do with beings, like higher power beings.
The higher power beings are from the void?
Or they want to go to the void, or there's something. So if you think about the void as there being the absence of life there, and then the thing that they wanted was life well water.
You know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I can barely fucking understand it, but
Okay, but
we're gonna keep going.
so the way I know all of this, when I got knocked out, not the time I died, I talked to a friend. They're kind of always around. I don't know what they are.
Is it this? And
Pierce takes off his hat and he pulls out that flower.
Well, that's not them. But
okay, thank God, because it's been in my hat. There's some druid shit, I guess.
I think.
You regularly talk to a friend that sometimes looks like an animal. That's not terribly shocking given the fact that little shit in there is always talking to some fuck buddy.
Okay.
Unless your friend is gonna kill us. Actually, I should ask him if his friend's gonna kill us. Your friend's not gonna kill us, are they?
Well, he saved my life once. And so therefore...
in the pro column for sure.
Yeah, and he also said that I'm making him stronger.
That is a con column.
Are you sure? This doesn't have to be a con.
Is there anything else that is pertinent to our survival or what we're doing that you need to tell me because now's the time to do it?
It's everything that has to do with this. Yes.
Ask him next time you talk to him. My recommendation is to ask him if he's one of these higher beings as well. Because if we're stepping into some game of gods where they're in a powered struggle, I don't know that I want to do that.
Well, I feel better. Now you know things.
Okay, well, for the record, I don't think you're any crazier than that little shit in there.
Gus! 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 Gus, 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 Gus.
Okay.
Gus, Gus,
What's up,
Gus.
little buddy? What's going on?
I slept like a baby.
As you guys are sitting and talking, you guys actually notice a ripple on the lake. And after a little while, you guys hear the most sickening, and you look up, and there is actually it wakes both of you, Kess and Pierce. And you look, and there is a familiar but giant, enormous, two-dimensional circle cloud has opened up in the middle of this lake, and it is totally enveloping the body of the dragon that you slayed. You can no longer see it at all. There is now a roaring wind, and you feel the air getting thinner and thinner, and it's harder to breathe. All of you except for Kess hear, what are the thoughts, the ideas that make you feel like there's a void inside of you? You're no strangers to all of this. Let's do it again, shall we?
Did it sound familiar to Q?
It did not.
Okay.
Kess, you are standing there, and you look, and you see all of your comrades, including Mix and Brenna and Nicole, pass out. They hit the stone floor. Q, a dream you thought you had gotten rid of plays out before you once again. This pile of bodies grows until the people you were traveling with is among them, lying dead beneath your feet. You hear, this time, a familiar voice. You care about these people, don't you, Q?
Yes,
Why?
because they care about me.
Don't be so naive, child. No one could care for you.
I know.
That said, there is a benefit to traveling with them in your pack. With them in your party is making you stronger. But be wary, Q. You know what must happen should attachment get in the way of our goals, dear boy.
If I do what you say, you won't hurt them, right?
Only time can tell. Be wary of attachment.
No attachment.
Pierce, you are also in a familiar dream. Now you find yourself standing below decks of a ship that actually crashed into yours on your crossing from the mainland from Evercrest. You thought you remember there being others here, but no. Just like always, this is right. You're all alone. You see a creature climb out of one of 6 coffins standing before you. And the creature looks up at you with your blood and your flesh hanging from its teeth and says, "Is this really what you're afraid of, Pierce? Or is it just what's easiest to think about?"
I fire again.
It goes directly between the eyes, and it kind of jolts for a minute, and then looks at you and blinks, and the bullet wound becomes a third eye, and it blinks at you as well. This time it's going to go directly for the center of your throat, and you fall into the water, and you see your blood pooling out and dissipating in the water, and then you realize that the blood you saw earlier was your own. This isn't the first time you've done this. Augustus, you find yourself in your office having a cup of tea with Reyna. So you've just told her that you are leaving the order to seek other ways that you may do good in the world. And you remember that this is a dream, a vision of sorts that you've had once before. Only when your hand touches hers, you expect flashes of pain and torment like you have before. But this time, it doesn't come. It feels precisely like it did the day that this happened. Where will you go?
I have to go apply good in specific ways that I don't know yet.
What can I do to make sure that I'm making the world a better place, like you?
It's contextual. That's the worst thing about being good. The best bad guys think that they're good guys, and I think it's tough because oftentimes we're wrought with this feeling of like just wanting to help, and I think the best way that you can be good is to just listen to those around you. Be sure to take a step back and analyze what you're up to, make sure it's still doing good. And I think that's what I needed to do, at least.
She nods and flips through her spell book. Hopefully I'll be able to do some good with it.
I think you will. Of course you will. You're going to do good with it.
Kess, you just watched as your friends have dropped to the ground. The wind roars in this cave for the briefest of moments, and then it stops as suddenly as it began. The cloud that was hovering over the lake is gone. The body of the dragon is now gone as well.
Okay. I run over to Pierce. Are you okay? Are you good? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you okay? Morning? Hello?
I'm not. I don't know. Check them.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Do you need anything?
No.
Sure?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. What happened?
You guys tell me. I just was standing here and everyone just fell.
You remember being
Yeah.
warned about such a feeling.
Oh my god.
You are wearing an item that prevents any sort of telekinetic communication.
There was a voice. Yes, talking about the void? Did it say the same thing to you, all of you?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
What are your thoughts? The ideas that make you feel like a void is inside of you. A void meaning something missing or the absence or nothing. What makes you feel empty?
I feel like I don't want to spend too much time on this, and I also kind of feel like maybe we should get the fuck out of this cave now. But you asked about emptiness. I feel it all the time. 24/7. It's constant. And the least empty I've felt. Well, I think we should get out of this cave.
Sitting on her knees in the middle of this room, sort of in the apex of this intricate pattern you see on the floor, you all see an aging dragonborn woman. Augustus, you do in fact know this to be Reyna. As she moves her hands, it's like she's guiding this orchestra. There are dozens of miniature two-dimensional circles floating in the air in front of her, guiding them, creating them with her hands, and then moving them around. Welcome to my humble abode, Master Augustus. I bet you can figure out which parts of the furnishings I actually got to choose.
Are you using your own body as a spell component?
No, nothing so crude. It is something that, whatever it is, mortals can't wield. Something came to me. It said if I helped resurrect an ancient magic, it could save my mother. Is there any coming back from this?
That's up to you. You know that you're hurting people. You know that you're not doing good here. Whether or not you're savable, or whether it's up to you.
I can't stop without help.
Well, we're here right now.
I don't think you could do anything about this.
Doesn't matter what you think. I'm asking, do you want to be helped? Or do you want to keep hurting people?
You see her grab a pendant. I want to go home. You recognize the thing dangling around her neck as a teleportation stone. And it is standard issue to the students at the Order of Brambles.
Q walks towards Reyna. I'm sorry that you lost your mom. I know how it feels when you lose someone or you think you've lost someone. It's like part of you is gone. A part of you didn't even realize was there. And now all that's left is a void. And I'm sorry that you have one too.
She looks at you, Augustus. You're willing to help?
Yeah, always.
She reaches out for your hand. Are you ready to go now? She kind of holds the stone.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Like,
Augustus?
I'm going to go with my friend here, and I'm going to see if I can get her some help. You know, maybe I can find a bit more out about the portals and where they were leading to. And one quick thing, 1 second. Augustus kind of takes a backpack off and rummages through it real quick. And he produces a tiny rolled up piece of paper. Now, Q, I want you to hold on to this. And if you find a good use for it, which I know you will, I want you to really make this powerful. And I give him the little piece of paper. All right. I'm ready when you are.
She grabs your hand again and clutches the stone. And you all see the stone sort of begin to light up in her hand, and it pulses for a moment. And then, in a flash, Augustus and Reyna are no longer standing before you.
Pierce kind of kicks Q a little bit, like lightly, very lightly, like taps him with his foot. You want a drink?
Yeah.
Pierce looks at Kess. Do you want a drink?
yes.
Then let's drink.
I go to my room.
You see a piece of parchment on the bed, as well as a few items. You start to read, Dorf isn't well. I'm taking him to the shrine of Saloon on the eastern shelves. I think we'll find answers there. I have it on good authority that the work you're doing is some of the most important work that'll be done for generations. I'm happy our paths crossed. Moonlight guide you all, Jendi.
And I just like walk over to the bar and just quietly pass it to Pierce.
Pierce slides it over and looks at it. He takes it and he crumples it up and he throws it behind the bar.
How's Dorf and Jindy?
Dorf wasn't doing good, so they went to get him help.
Like, to the doctor?
Like they left.
Q reaches up to the horn on his helmet and grabs the ring Jindy gave him, and he takes it off. I found it's best not to get attached to things.
Everyone left.
Yeah, guess this is what people do. When you know from the get-go that people come with a time limit, then it doesn't hurt so bad when the timer hits 0
Are you gonna leave?
at some point. Not like soon. Like, I've got a lot of time left on my timer. Get some rest. I'm gonna get drunk. Make sure the kid's okay. And tomorrow we get paid.
Pierce, actually, as she gets up and walks away, you hear a voice in your head. Evercrest has fallen. Do not return. There are no survivors. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Excuse
Holy
me.
shit.
No survivors. The king owes me a favor. You take that back. He's